Push the button.
I did. It's
Push
the Remain
it's
Seated
probably
podcast.
red.
I
the
got
red
it.
button. Okay.
No, it's actually a blue button. I push red to end podcast. We don't want to end it. We're trying to start it.
Okay. That seems count. I mean, we could end it right now. We're off to a good start.
So we've been trying to do. Oh, hey, it's Gina and Festus and Jonesie here, trying desperately to do a Remain Seated podcast. I don't know why we're having so much. Actually, I do know why, because none of us really know what we're doing here.
We're trying our best.
Trial and error. The only way to learn is to fail.
Exactly.
And that's what we're doing.
We've been failing a lot, though. And,
That's okay.
And people are clamoring. Can you hear them clamoring? I heard it in the background at your house, Festus.
Oh,
the
yeah,
clamoring.
there's a lot of there's always clamoring at my house. No one's ever satisfied.
Now, I'm looking at your face, my darling son.
Yeah.
And it would appear you are attempting to grow another mustache.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And the problem I have with it, and I don't know if it's your bad lighting, but it looks like a Hitler mustache because it's really dark under your nose, and then it gets lighter as it goes out.
What do you think I'm doing? You think I'm shaving the sides of it?
No, it's just growing in very Hitlerish.
I haven't shaved. This is the weekend. I don't have to shave on the weekend.
Oh.
And so this is growing out on the sides. And this is just a little bit long. I'm just letting it go a little bit
And
long.
you're letting this thing right here grow too?
No, I shaved that.
Oh, you
That's
shaved
like
it.
3 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
But like when you go to work tomorrow, you're going to shave everything but the mustache? You're trying for the mustache again.
I want to see how. I went a few months. I haven't done it since November. It's almost been a year, okay? And it's almost November. So it just happened to line up with Movember again. And I'm going to try it.
Oh, okay. What do you
Which
think?
I didn't realize until just now, but I'm using that as my excuse.
What do you think, Jones?
Whatever makes you happy.
Are you a fan of the standalone mustache?
Whatever makes you happy.
I don't like that attitude. No, I want you to have an opinion on this.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
If it makes you happy, I want you to do that.
What if he wanted to do something naughty, but it made him happy? Would you be okay with that?
It would depend.
Yeah,
Nothing
bad
illegal.
things make some people
please.
really happy.
Nothing
Evil
illegal.
things bring joy to somebody.
Nothing illegal.
We don't know now that you live in Florida. That might be more appealing to you now.
That's true. It's
Light
opened
any
so
boats
many
on fire
doors.
recently?
Any who's on fire?
Any boats? Yachts?
No. But I don't wear shirts as much anymore.
Oh.
Because it's hot or because that's the style of the neighborhood?
Well, you got to blend in.
Act like a local.
Otherwise, you're a target. You don't want to be a target.
No.
It's like a
Have you
tourist in
gotten-
Paris.
Have you gotten any new tattoos since you've been there? Like, have you?
I can't afford that.
I wonder that about people when I see them have a lot of tattoos, but not feel like they're doing well in life. Like that was a
Yeah.
choice at some point to.
Your cat is screaming.
Oh, that's her life. She just does that. She's fine, by the way. She's not injured, and she's been fed today. She just
Speaking
yells.
of pets being injured,
Oh, this is a horrible story.
What
this
happened
is-
to Riley?
this is the worst thing that's happened to me this week.
Oh
Is
yeah,
it
I was
Riley?
gonna.
Yeah, so I was taking her for a walk, a nice fall walk in the little it's like a creek by our house, and
Yeah.
there's a little trail around the creek. And I
That's
was
the
taking
perfect dog
her-
walking trail.
Yeah, and it was great, and I was having a great time, not on my phone, enjoying nature.
Well,
And
if you're on your phone by the creek, you might fall into the creek.
well, exactly.
You don't want to do that.
So we were walking, and it had just rained, so everything's a little muddy, everything's a little slick, and there's a really steep hill part. So I was walking her, and we were like shuffling down the hill because it's really steep and slippery, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this guy and his German Shepherd come walking towards us, and I lock Riley's leash so she
And
doesn't
it's a trail. It's not a big wide area.
yeah,
just
it's a slim, steep, muddy trail. So I
And it's
lock
not wide
her.
enough for like all of you to pass, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I lock her leash so she doesn't fall. But then she sees the dog and gets really excited. So she runs up to the dog and she's like, "Hello, hi."
Because she's a golden retriever,
And
and
she's
they just
friendly.
think everybody's their best friend, and they just want to play and say
Yeah.
hi.
And so
She wants to smell everyone's butt.
she very sweetly walks up to the man and is like sniffing his hands because she's like, "Oh, pet me," and she's just really happy. And the man is like standing in front of his dog because his dog isn't on a leash, and it's a giant German Shepherd. Just to give you like perspective, Riley's a small golden retriever. It's a big German
Well,
Shepherd.
she's not a small golden retriever.
A short.
Okay, she's not big in the same way the German Shepherd is.
Yes.
She's like a tube.
Yes.
She's wide.
So he's not on a leash, and the German Shepherd freaks out. He starts jumping on Riley, biting her, tackling her to the ground. She is like, it is so sad because you hear her like whimpering, and she's covered in mud, and the leashes get all tangled, and I let go of the leash because it was like really short, and all the dogs are tangled, and there's screaming and crying, and
That's when you shoot that man's dog.
and I freak out because I'm
That's
like trying
100%
to
what you can do.
and I'm trying to break it up, and the man is just standing there.
He
and
wasn't
I'm
trying
like,
to help at all.
He was just watching, and so I pull his dog away. This was probably not very safe of me to do this, but I pull his dog away, not aggressively, but I nudge his dog
What do you mean
away.
not? Okay, first of all, what do you mean not aggressively? Is there a problem with aggressively pulling away a dog that's trying to murder your dog?
Well, I didn't like
And he wasn't doing anything.
the grown man.
aggressive.
He was probably like 55, 60 years old, like grown enough to know like what to do in that situation. And so I separate it. I pick up Riley. I start dusting off all the leaves and the mud because she's like covered. And I'm trying to unwrap the leash. And as I'm like trying to fix the situation, this guy, this grown man, starts blaming me for the whole thing. He's like, "That wasn't a very smart thing to do. I can't believe you would
you
let
mean,
go
like,
of the leash."
Walking your dog without a leash?
Yes.
Kinda
And
like
he was
that?
like, "I can't believe you would keep the leash so short. Why would you let go? Like, that was not a very smart idea. You're so stupid." Like, telling me it
He
was
didn't
my
say you
fault.
were stupid.
But he was like, "That was a stupid idea. Why did you do that?"
Oh.
He didn't say you're stupid, but he said that was a stupid idea. Why would you do that? Why would you let go of the leash? Why would you keep the leash so short? You shouldn't have let her run up. And I was like,
What makes people think that, first of all, it's his dog that attacked? He didn't
Yeah.
have his dog on the leash, and he
No.
did nothing when his dog was trying to
he
eat
was
the dog.
watching. And then I was stunned. I was sad about Riley because I was worried for her.
She was whimpering.
She was whimpering and she was like being tackled onto the ground. So I was like, is she hurt? So I'm concerned about my dog, but also this grown man is yelling at me and telling me it's my fault. And so I just say, "Okay, sorry." And I walk away because I'm like, I don't know what to do. And the second I start walking away, I start like crying out of anger
Yeah.
because it made me so mad.
She walked in the house. I didn't know
terrible.
what happened. She was sobbing.
Okay.
It was mad crying. Not,
I was
Well,
like,
yeah. A grown man who
furious.
should be more responsible than this is yelling at a 15-year-old girl because
Yes.
he knows he was in the wrong and he's
and I'm
acting like a child
if you
about
know
it.
that your dog, and it was a fully grown dog and a fully grown man, which means you know he knows that his dog is not friendly with other dogs. So first of all, why would you take him on a dog walking trail? Second of all, why wouldn't you have a leash? Third of all, why are you blaming me?
There's probably a sign. I think there's a sign that says dogs must be on leashes or
yes.
something.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure there is.
And he was just standing there. He was just watching.
And by the time she came home and told me this story, it was too late. But I wanted to go back out looking for the guy.
he made
No,
me
don't
so
do no.
No?
mad.
I know you're not going to take a gun, so don't do that.
Why do we keep introducing the gun into this conversation? Shooting the
Because-
dog.
Because this is clearly an unstable man. And I don't want you to be on the news.
He just, I was like heavily breathing and crying out of anger because it made me so mad because I was like, my sweet little angel of a dog did nothing wrong and I did nothing wrong in this.
No, and I think if your dog starts to get into a situation like that, I think you're supposed to let go of the leash. I don't think you
Well,
should
yeah,
get pulled
because
into
I
a
didn't-
dog fight.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like thrown onto the ground in the mud
No.
with her. And her leash was locked. It's one of those like automatic flick
With the button.
Yeah.
with the- mhm.
So I always have it really short when we're walking down the hill in case she falls or slips or something. So I had it really short and it all happened so fast and I was really quick trying to unlock it
Yeah.
and it wouldn't unlock, so I just let go. And he was, why did you let go? That was so stupid. That was not a very good idea. And then didn't even say, like, sorry, my dog.
I'm sorry that happened to you. That makes me mad.
Yeah.
So the whole way home, it wasn't
like that.
it wasn't that long, but I was walking home like my face was red, like I was mad.
I thought Riley got run over by a car or something.
Yeah.
Well, my poor little dog was like covered in mud and whimpering, and I was
She
like,
was just trying to be friendly. She was just
I
going up
know.
and trying to make friends, and then
I know.
I mean, the German that's what German shepherds do. They probably saw this dog as a threat to the owner, and so
I know, and I don't want to put a
Attacked.
label on certain breeds of dogs. I just said German Shepherd to give you like a
visual.
like a
well,
size
the German
reference,
shepherds are like that though.
a strength reference, and golden retrievers aren't aggressive at all. They're just like soft little marshmallows.
They've never met a person they didn't think was their friend.
No.
No.
and it-
I just
They're
hope
very
this hasn't
innocent.
ruined her. I hope she's not like withdrawn
she's-
and won't play with
no,
other dogs.
she's absolutely fine.
She's gonna
I
become
wiped her
hardened.
off.
She's gonna hit the streets.
Yeah.
I started taking her to structured daycare.
What is that?
They have snack time.
They have snack time, which is Kong time. You know what the Kong is, where you
Will
put
you
like
put the peanut butter in it?
yeah. They have Kong time. They have nap time, where they go into a kennel and take a nap. They have play time. It's not just dogs in a
It's
room.
like I'm sure most of the people that bring their dogs to this are single people who think that having a dog is like having a child.
Yes.
Those are the people that do this.
Structure. It's like the difference between daycare and preschool. Like it's just not playtime.
There's a schedule.
There's a schedule.
Training time.
And
Why though? There's no reason to take why.
Because, okay, I'm going to be honest with you. All the other doggy daycares have closed, and this is like the only one left.
But not just that. Because she's a social dog. Like I think she kind of pouts when she's home alone by herself all day when we're
Yeah.
working and at school or whatever. So she loves to go play with other dogs, and so this is like our play dates.
Because what did you do with her before? When she didn't always go to a daycare during the day. She just
No.
like would play in the yard or something.
Well, and she
right?
doesn't go a lot now.
No, it's like-
It's not like every day.
No. Like
Oh, I thought it was
once-
every day.
No, like once or twice a week, maybe.
Okay.
But COVID, so because I was working from home, she got used to me being home all the time. And then when I went back to the office, it was like, hey, wait, I don't want to be here alone all day long.
I feel like this has happened with a lot of animals too.
I know. Or people that got animals during COVID and then now they're back to work and they're getting rid of them again because they think they're accessories, not
Oh, my God.
loving members of the family.
They got that, but now they have to figure out what to do when they go back to work. They got to figure out what to do with the dog.
Yeah.
And see, if you get a cat, you don't got to worry about that.
Where'd
I
your
never thought
cat
I would
go?
advocate for cat. I don't know. If she's not yelling, she's asleep somewhere. So
Okay.
she's asleep somewhere.
Yeah, you don't have to take your cats to daycare. That's
no,
not
that's
a
what.
thing.
That's why because our lifestyle right now does not constitute. It doesn't really support a dog, so we just got a cat.
So, speaking of your Navy job, Soph's got my sweatshirt on that she stole.
Oh, my God. You gave it to me.
Yeah,
I don't want
to show people.
I don't want to have this conversation again. It was in my closet after laundry day. It was in my closet. I said, Mom, this is yours. Can I wear it today? And you said, yes. You know what? Why don't you just have it? I'll get myself another one. So I said,
And
great.
Mom, you know what?
Thanks,
You asked
Mom.
me to send that to you.
I know you did.
I had that
So-
sent to your house.
I know.
Because
But
you
here's-
said I want one of these.
But I do. So here's what I'm asking. So Jonesie and I are coming out to see you next week. By the
Is
way,
that really next week?
yeah.
No.
No, wait. What,
No,
you're coming
2
on what, the
weeks?
11th?
Week
The
after.
11th.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm excited. I feel like it's soon.
I am too.
But I'm wondering, because part of what I want to do while we're there is I want you to take me and show me where you work at the naval base. And do they have a gift shop? I can go?
They do.
Do
We can go to the they have the little necks, the Navy Exchange, and you can go in and they've got a whole like section of Navy gear.
Am I allowed to go there or just you?
I
Okay.
can escort you on.
Okay, because I want to buy some Navy mom gear.
Yeah, they've got a whole bunch of stuff.
But we need to plan. So your grandmother, the Sainted Mary Claire, she's coming, And she already is asking me where we're eating.
She wants an itinerary.
She expects reservations.
Okay. We can
And-
take you to our favorite sushi restaurant.
Yum.
She'll love that.
Mm-hmm.
She won't love that.
She doesn't. Oh yeah, she doesn't do shellfish.
She is allergic, so maybe not the sushi place.
Okay, never mind.
Um,
That's the only restaurant that we frequent.
but she wants to go, and I want to go to check out St. Augustine while we're there.
It's beautiful. We went with my wife's friend that visited us a couple weeks ago. We all went down there for the day, and it was so cool. Like, we went to this. They have this bar where you serve yourself. They give you like a little card.
They serve yourself?
Yeah, but it's like a tasting thing. So they have all
Oh.
these. You put this little card on this card reader on each of the taps, and you can like just taste however much you want, and it charges you for however much you dispense.
That's super cool.
Yeah, and so you can like taste all these different
I
ones.
will
and it's
not
like,
be
this one's
partaking in
3
this
cents,
activity.
and-
Could she
just
go
something
there?
that yeah, you can go in. Yeah.
No.
It's not like Utah. You can go anywhere.
It's Florida. They
care.
want you to start drinking young. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
They want your money is what they want.
so I know you're busy with work and your wife's busy with work, but your grandmother would like an itinerary.
I told you I took work off for the following days because I think it's after Veterans Day, right? I think
Yeah.
you're coming the
Do
day
you
after
get-
Veterans Day.
Do you get that day off anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
At least Veterans Day is on a Thursday, and a lot of times what they do is they give us what's called a 96 hours off, where we have the holiday off, and then they give us the next day off too.
Oh,
So
perfect.
Sometimes I don't know if they're going to do that for sure, but a lot of times they try to.
Okay.
I shared my low of this week.
What was your low this week, Festus?
I had to have a low this week.
Yeah, we're
Whatever.
gonna do lows and highs.
High and low. Remember when we used to do that at dinner time? We'd say, what was your high today? What was your low today?
We do that at dinner time here now.
Okay. So what was
Like
your...
in the past week.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be today. What was your low and or high?
Oh, so we're practicing for our physical readiness test.
Yes.
That is next week, like not this week, but next week. And I'm doing the bike. There's a bunch of different cardio options.
Mm-hmm.
And so I decided to do the bike because I like to mountain bike. And I practiced the other day, and I did not do as well as I wanted to. But I practiced the next day, and I did really good.
So is that your worst and
That was my
best?
worst. And then I corrected it the next day.
Do you have a bike?
Yeah. I got a cheap one for, I got a cheap one for like $80.
Oh, because I mean, we still have a bike of yours here.
I know. That one's better than the one I have now. This one I got on Facebook Marketplace for $80.
I feel like we should talk about guitar transport too. By the way, because don't you still have a guitar here that maybe I need to bring with me?
You don't need to bring. I'm not going to make you bring a guitar on an airplane.
Because I feel like we're shuttling musical equipment to get you wherever you are. Or do you want to just leave it here for now?
Well, I mean, as long as it's somewhere safe, I'm not going to. I don't have an amp here, so I can't play it. But I have my acoustic here that I brought last time.
Have you been playing that?
I have,
Tinkering?
yeah. Noodling. Been noodling.
I'm not musically talented whatsoever.
You took up the
Have you
ukulele
tried?
during the
Well, I did.
pandemic.
Yeah, I'm not very good though.
She swiped your ukulele that you left here.
Okay. I left a lot of instruments laying around.
And yeah, your rain stick is here.
Yeah.
You have a bongo drum here.
A djembe.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah.
But no, is it just a lot of Jason Mraz you've been learning or what?
No.
You can use the
it's just
djembe
like-
and the ukulele. You could have a band. You could have a Jason Mraz cover band with just those two things.
No, there's like certain I don't know the technical terms for it, but it's like you do I don't know. Don't ask me about musical stuff.
You taught yourself some things on the
Yeah,
ukulele,
but not like many interesting things. Just a couple things.
But now
It's
it's
more
cool
than
because
that.
you can just YouTube it.
That's true.
Oh, she took piano lessons.
And then I broke my wrist and never went back.
How'd you break your wrist playing piano?
I
You were being really aggressive with it?
Someone else, actually, both times I've broken my wrist, it's been someone else has broken it.
You broken your wrist twice?
The same one. Same kind of fracture.
A buckle fracture.
Buckle fracture.
Okay.
First one was in 5th grade, and I was playing basketball, and another girl pushed me over, and I fell, and I caught myself with my wrist, and it did not end well. And then the second time, I was on the playground, and someone else grabbed my jacket from behind me and yanked me off the playground, and I fell and I broke my wrist.
See, and Mom, just like the German Shepherd, you should have shot that child. Just like I said, it's the same thing.
No, guns don't fix everything.
Guns don't
They
fix
they
it.
almost
Full
fix
circle.
nothing.
We came full circle.
Well, I'm really hoping this worked this time. And if it didn't, I've enjoyed talking to my children.
Even we may as well just turn the camera off.
Yeah, if this is all this is, then I'm fine with it. And Jonesy and I were talking before we started recording about stuff we should discuss on this podcast. We need questions and topics and themes, and we need you listeners' help with that. Mm-hmm. Tell people how they can let us know that.
You can reach us on Twitter and Instagram at RemainSeatedPod. You can also email my mother, Gina at x96.com.
No. Don't get